Checking out with meteorologist Michaela Lucero. And high tide, Michaela, in the St. Mary's area, isn't that around 9:30 tonight?
Yeah, right around 9:30, 9:40. And with that high tide, Heather and Jeannie, we're going to see some more flooding. And I got to talk to you about the dangers of flooding. We had mentioned it just a little bit early before, but this is coming from the CDC themselves. And this is what they have to say about floodwaters. Here are some things that you could run into if you go into those floodwaters, if you wade into them, if you walk into them, if you send your kids in there to maybe go play. I know it might look kind of fun to do. You have all this water on your street and you want the kids to go splash around. Well, here's what you're sending them into. There could be down power lines that are still alive in that water. Human and livestock waste, animal waste in that water. Waste that could contain carcinogenic compounds. So that could be coal ash that's in there. That could be chemicals that's in that water. Lumber and debris. We're talking rusty nails that you or your loved ones could step on and get an infection because of those that dirty debris that's in there. And wild or stray animals. We live in Florida. We've got gators, we've got snakes, we've got lizards, we've got a lot here. So a lot of those animals, a lot of those reptiles have been displaced because of the flooding. They're going to be trying to get back home, and that might be going straight through your front lawn. That might be going through some of this flooded water. So please do not go play in that flooded water. Don't go kayaking in it. You don't want any of that to be touching you. Don't go building a raft out of kegs and going and floating through it. It's just not the best idea, as that water is very dirty and could cause some big health issues for you. All right, let's talk good news this time around. All right, Tropical Storm Nicole expected to weaken into a tropical depression over the next couple of hours. Winds have weakened to about 40 miles an hour, so we are on the right track to seeing that weaken even more. Another piece of good news, the tornado watch canceled for the entire first coast. No tornado watch, no tornado warning, no severe thunderstorm watch or warning at the moment. So we're dealing with some rain, but that's about it as far as what we're seeing for the severe weather side. When we look at southeast Georgia, a couple scattered showers there. The heavier rain that we were watching earlier is going to pass off to our north and move into places like Savannah, into portions of South Carolina. Here in northeast Florida, one or two little outer rain bands there. But that's about it. We are starting to see things calm down a little bit more tonight. Duval, Nassau County, cloudy skies but dry. Same goes for St. Johns County as well as Clay and Putnam, Baker as well there. Clay just had a little bit of rain there. All right, high tides, let's talk about them. Jacks Beach, 9:25. Main Street Bridge, that's at 11:30. Buckman, you're at 1:50 a.m. St. Augustine, 9:50. So we're just around 2 hours from that one, as well as Fernandina, Brunswick, same time there. And 2:40 a.m. For the Shands there. Okay, big three here. If we can break it down just into 3 bullet points that we're watching. Wind gusts will still be near 40 for a few spots tonight and into tomorrow morning. Good news, tidal waters are going to continue to drop overnight tonight, and there will still be that isolated threat heading into tomorrow morning. Here is what it looks like on Futurecast. We're especially going to tap into that severe threat. So timestamp's going to be right there in the corner. This is going through for tonight, and this model has done an incredible job with timing, placement, and intensity of this rainfall. So I would put a good amount of confidence in what this model is predicting for the rest of the night tonight and into tomorrow morning. If you are headed off to work Friday morning, tune in right now, because I've got to look at that forecast. This is the most up-to-date data that we've seen for Futurecast. So if you are planning on hitting the roadways tomorrow morning, listen up, put the phone down for just a second, and I'm going to walk you through what it's going to look like hour by hour for your Friday morning commute. It's going to be a mess. Spoiler alert. Tonight, a couple stray showers. I said before that if you've had some damage to your home and maybe just need to put a Band-Aid on it, you can do that for tonight, because we will have a good amount of dry time. I would almost encourage you to do that because we've got more rain on the way. This is 6 a.m. Friday morning. Like I said, if you are hitting the roadways, if you got to go back to work, it's going to be windy. It's going to be rainy. It is going to be a morning where you're using those windshield wipers. We could be seeing some of that localized flooding still because of the steady rainfall. By about 8:30, no matter which way you're headed, north, south, east, west, you're running into rain with pockets of heavy rainfall that could become severe. The severe threat is low, but it is not zero. So make sure that you are staying alert if you are on those roadways for tomorrow. This is noontime on Friday. We'll slowly start to see clearing, and let's talk about what that clearing looks like. Clearing will start for our far southwestern counties, and then we'll slowly progress off towards the northeast as we get into the afternoon on Friday. So southern counties first, southwestern counties first, and then clearing across the area. This is 3 o'clock. Many of us clear, dry. We'll probably even be getting a lot of blue skies poking through. Now remember, the sun goes down much earlier now, so it will be getting darker earlier. So if you do have cleanup to do, as soon as you get that dry time in the afternoon, that is going to be your time to start cleaning up. Not only Friday, but also into the next couple of days. You see here on your 7-day forecast. Hang on for the start of the day on Friday, because yes, it's gloomy, it's rainy, it's windy, it's round 2 of Nicole. But by Saturday and Sunday, yes, you'll notice a big temperature change. We're going from the 80s down to the 60s, but there will be plenty of sunshine out there for any cleanup that you've got to get done. Temperature's really not too bad out there for you. Not going to bring around another rain chance until the start of next week.